Alright, welcome to run number 8 of the ribbon hunting series. In this run I was able to get 2 ribbons, one for the buffalo and one for the caterpillar. These two pets work very well together as the buffalo is able to become a very big fat unit and the butterfly will just grow into however big the buffalo is. I was also almost able to get the spider ribbon, but just a bit shy. Anyway, so I'm very new to creating these videos and have been testing out many different ideas. Let me know in the comment section below any suggestions you may have, and as always, if you enjoy this content, pressing that like button below makes a big difference. Thanks guys. Alright, so about the game. The start I have is a very standard start, very standard strategy. It's very solid. I like to get bluebirds early, and I also supplement that with another tier 1 unit. And one of my more favorite units is bluefish because it's not only is it a 2-3, it also, when it levels up, gives a little bit of stats that are meaningful to more than just itself. Yep, and I lost that last fight, but I don't really mind. It's all good. And so here I get a early caterpillar, and what this means is that it's going to reach level 2 early, level 2 on turn 5, and it's going to reach level 3 on turn 8. But at the start of each turn it gains an experience, and by the time it gets to level 3, it can become a butterfly. It will transform into the strongest pet on your team at the beginning of the battle. So I leveled up a fish right here, and I was given the opportunity to buy a puppy. A puppy scales itself if you don't spend gold, and if you don't spend gold over many turns, it starts becoming a pretty big unit. And that's great with the caterpillar because the caterpillar will eventually become the butterfly that copies that stats. However, I don't actually ever let the puppy level to save that 3 gold until the puppy is level 2. So what I'm thinking here is, if I can get this puppy to level 2 early, then I will keep it. Lose by a 1B, but that's okay. So if I do not see it early, it is not worth it for me to spend that 3 gold every turn for those +2/+2 stats. While a pair on turn 5 is pretty good, I can't afford to spend 30% of my gold each turn for a pair onto a 1/1 unit. So I level up and I see a buffalo. And immediately I think the buffalo is better than the dog. I will be naturally buying a lot of units because my team is just underdeveloped, and so the buffalo, I got it early, I buy it, and it's going to be a pretty big unit and it's going to be stronger than all the other units for many turns. So anyways, I win that fight and I start by selling these owls. It gives +3/+3 stats to the overall team because I've got the +1/+1 for the buffalo and +2/+2 random. And that's pretty good for 2 gold on turn 6. I see a tropical fish and I see a pig, and decided that I'm going to store a bit of gold in that fat pig, and I'm going to buy that over the yellowfish. Because the yellowfish is something that I'm going to sell immediately on turn 7 for another unit, and if I'm only just going to get +1/+1 health on it, is that is that worth the extra gold that that I can store from the pig? So I decided a pig might just be better here. This is the 6th round of the game, and this guy has a meloned up puppy that is 11-11 only because it's gotten +5/+5 temporary. So it is now turn 7, and what am I looking for? I'm looking for turtles to pill, a buffalo to level stuff up, and I'm also looking for roosters. I like roosters because as part of the bluebird, roosters are one of the best units to carry stats on the team. So even though roosters, though, are one of the units I want to see because it carries attack buffs better than any other unit, I decided that my team, it consists of 4 units, and the last unit I want to purchase is something like a poodle or a T-Rex to fill out the team with a lot of scaling. And so if that's the case, this unit that I'm purchasing, the hatchling chick, is just something that will give me temporary stats and I'm going to end up cycling. And you can see how incredibly strong in this fight, how a melon into a hatchling chick is. 23 plus 23 melon armor took out their whole entire team. And even though the dolphin sniped my butterfly, I still win because this buffalo is just absolutely enormous. Now, round 9. This is the beginning of round 9, and this is a very critical turn. There are a couple things I'm looking for. Tier up a pet to potentially see a T-Rex, or to just buy a poodle. So scaling is the most important thing to obtain on round 9. Get it early, get a poodle early, and start spending chocolates on the poodle so that I can start powering up my team as fast as I can. I am thinking potentially I want to get an octopus, and I would, if I see a poodle, I will sell the bluebird in order to get the poodle, because poodle is much better scaling. But before we start the fight, I was first want to ask you guys, do you think I'm going to win this fight? One of the things that is very important is to understand how strong you are with respect to other people that are on that same round as you. Because if you understand how strong you are, you understand how much resources that you can spend on, potentially buying spiders, which does nothing for our team. But anyways, let's see this fight. And yeah, you can see I am quite strong. My single meloned ox took out their whole entire team. I want to get the spider and the buffalo to level 3, and I need to buy a poodle to be that one space to do so. This is going to be the same thing. I'm going to be ahead by quite a lot. You see that I got my butterfly snipe, but it didn't matter. That buffalo is enormously overstated. So I decided that I want to guarantee the future wins by buying 2 stakes. And that means that after rolling the last couple rounds, after this win, I will have 7 trophies. I've got 3 wins needed left, and that means I have 30 gold left to spend. And we're ahead by a lot. 37-41 left and an 8-4 left over. For rounds, you saw we're gonna skip over a lot of the actual turns. Alright, so let's pay attention to this fight here. And what I want you guys to just think about and reflect is, how strong is my team compared to the other teams I've been facing for the past couple rounds? With that understanding, you can really think about how you spend your remaining money. Do I spend it leveling up the pet, or do I have to spend it on things like food and melons in order to survive and win the fight. Every single round I'm winning by the same amount. And what does that mean? It means that I am getting stronger the same amount as the other people are getting stronger. I'm at 9 trophies, I've got 10 gold. I need to spend 6 on the spider. It's unlikely that we'll get to ribbon this pet, but we're gonna try so just in case we lose, and we can spend that next round maybe getting that ribbon for the spider. Unfortunately, I've got 3 gold left and I miss it. So I just roll down, I lock in the chocolate and prepare for the next turn. Maybe I lose this fight, maybe we tie this fight. And there you guys have it. We win round 14 with 2 ribbons. See you guys next time.